Chat GPT diagnosed me. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
And thank you, Jordy.
So eat it, top. I don't care if you're a bull, just eat it. Eat it. Open up your mouth and feed it.
Y'all, Pookie has uploaded, and it's recent. This video is called Betrayed by Alexis Again. This has to be illegal, and taking my first semaglutide shot. This was filmed allegedly January 7th. So Girly Pop is gonna go off. And sorry, my cat's being like really crazy right now. I think that Girly Pop is gonna go off, and I'm really excited because I said in my last video, I want to hear what she has to say about all this shit now. So we know she's gonna be talking about Alexis. I'm excited. I have a lot of thoughts on Alexis and the things that she has said and done, and her relationship with Reid. That I'm excited to get into, and really hoping that she's gonna chat shit about Jordy in this, but don't know. Probably gonna be talking more about the crumble cookie video, probably gonna be trying to blame it on Erica and Brittany more. Bitch, I'm excited. Let's get into it.
Welcome to a new video. So today is January 7th on a Tuesday.
Twink in the background. Hi, Twinkie.
And I'm sure you guys were expecting like another vlog with Tommy here.
Not really. I think everyone has kind of been waiting for this. Oh, also because she popped off at Zachary Michael. Please, 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 please let her talk about that. Please. Begging.
That's not the way it went down. So this video is just like an update, if you will, because for me, it has been days since I've filmed. And I did that because I really just wanted to unplug. I unplugged from watching YouTube, from being on social medias. I didn't want to film. I said, I want to spend my time with my girlfriend while she's here, and I don't.
So wasn't she unplugged and all that while she's like in the comments and chats of live streams of different reaction channels now that Jordy blocked her? I don't know who the other reaction channels were that she was like in their live stream and shit, but I know that people have said that there are smaller reaction channels, and that's fucked up.
Have to worry about all of the noise, but somehow the noise did find me, and we'll talk a little bit about that. But really, you guys, I did not have the mental capacity to like want to vlog. It's just a lot has been happening, like with the whole cookie crumble thing, and like someone impersonating my girlfriend and me, especially in such like a for the lack of a better word, scandalous and just vile way.
Her saying that someone is impersonating Emily on that Walnut account, on that feeder website, is kind of interesting. Karina Kaboom pointed out, it was kind of the first time that I realized that I like made that connection, that this person was never claiming to be Emily. They were saying that they were in the same like city as her or whatever, and you know, posting stuff about Amber, but I don't think there was ever anything on there that was directly like, I'm Emily, Amber's girlfriend. So, you know, if she wants to go talking about, you know, this has to be illegal, it's not. This person was never claiming to be anybody. We just thought that's who it is. But I mean, like, morally, yeah, I guess if it's not her, then someone was impersonating her, but she's gonna harp on that so much. I'm just like so not here for it.
It has been a lot, and it has been heavy, and now it's like more drama is being started with Alexis, and we'll talk a little bit about that in this video as well. And someone messaged me recently where they were just like, girl, I feel so bad for you because you're constantly having to put out fires that you didn't start. And I was
No one said that to you, Pookie. No one said that to you. You're constantly putting out fires that you didn't start. First of all, a little insensitive with everything going on in Los Angeles. But That's so bullshit. No one said that to you, babe. No one said that. Just say that that's how you feel.
That hit me like a truck, like a massive truck. And I'm like, that's literally
Well, it would have to be a massive truck for you to feel the impact of it.
what it feels a lot of the time. A really good example of that is like the cookie crumble and like the walnut situation. And that's just been like literally my life on YouTube for years now. It's like, I try to say,
Not really. I feel like the drama, everything that's going on with amberylnn on YouTube right now is so different from anything else that she's experienced. And that's probably why it's affecting her so much more than anything else that she's experienced on her time on the internet.
drama. I try to just vlog my life and share my life. And somehow, some way, things start happening online that like I have to put out, and it's a fire that I didn't even start, and it's just like frustrating. So anyways, I still don't really have the full capacity to like film a whole vlog for you guys today because Tommy did leave today, and it's just really sad, you know, when you're in a long distance relationship and your partner goes back home. Like, we had a whole week together that was just so great. She was actually supposed to leave yesterday. We said our goodbyes, you know, all the crying, all of this and all that. She gets in the car, she opens the app for her flight, and it said it was delayed. And so here we are. We had an extra night together, which was really great. So yeah, while she was here, we did so much. And there was multiple times I did think of you guys, I promise. Or I was like, wow, I should be filming this, or I should have.
I'm so honored that in her precious one-on-one time with her feeder, that she still thought about us. I don't care.
This, or that was so funny, or this is so fun, like so many different times.
Because you and Emily both scream fun person. So the two of you together, that's a hoot and berry, right?
But that's just like the YouTuber in me. I've been doing this for over 11 years now, but like the real amberylnn, not the YouTuber amberylnn, like the normal everyday living amberylnn, she won. So there was no vlogging, but some of the things that we did do, we went to my grandma's and we played some card games with my grandma, my mom. I ended up bringing like veggie trays and fruit trays, and we had like a little salami and cracker cheese situation.
Charcuterie board. There's a name for that. Charcuterie board. Emily bringing fruits and veggies to an event. Cap.
Actually ended up playing Bad Kitty, which is the card game that I got my grandma, and my grandma was obsessed with it. It was actually really funny and fun, so highly recommend. Very much like Cards Against Humanity.
Okay, go off. I don't care. I thought that this was gonna be you putting out a fire. Why don't you leave all this for when that video actually comes out? I don't fucking care. When the title of this video was talking about betrayed by Alexis again and this has to be illegal, I don't care about Bad Kitty. That sounds crazy. Getting your grandma a game called Bad Kitty. I know that she like explained that it's because her grandma's like a cat lady or whatever, but like, my god.
Slash like apples to apples type of style.
I don't care.
But with, like pictures of cats. Like it was actually really funny. Went to the movies. I saw Wicked, and you guys, excuse me, I was going into it thinking, okay, it's gonna be an alright movie. Like there's so much hype around it, and I'm one of those people where it's like I'm not all about like the hype. It took me literally my whole life
Literally.
to get into Harry Potter. Like I literally just
You only got into Harry Potter because Destiny was into Harry Potter and you were trying to win her back.
watched it a few years ago because I ignored all the hype. I'm not about the hype. When I like something, and when I don't, I don't. Good example is Game of Thrones. Like,
Why are we talking about Game of Thrones when this video was titled Betrayed by Alexis again? Why the fuck are we talking about Game of Thrones? I don't care.
understand. I tried to watch it, literally hate it. But what I'm trying to say is like I don't fall for the hype. And I am pretty picky. I have a short attention span. It's terribly hard for me to watch a movie. But I'm telling you, this movie is 2 hours and 40 minutes of just beauty, of art, of it was so good. Like I don't even have words for it. Normally when I go to a movie theater, even if I'm enjoying the movie, I'm like looking at the time like every 10 minutes. It's really bad. I looked at the time one time and it was 2.
Can she stop fucking yapping? Could you stop fucking yapping?
hours into the movie. And I looked at the time, shooketh. I was
Wow. Shooketh. This is what makes her shooketh. This is not as fun as I thought it was gonna be.
how did 2 hours go by already? It literally felt like 20 minutes. I am so glad I got to experience this movie in the theater because I'm telling you, that is the way to do it. So if it's still in the theater around June, you have not seen it, please go see it. It was a masterpiece. I cried 3 different times. It was so
I don't need to hear the wicked spiel from Amberylnn Reid.
good. I laughed tons of times and it was just amazing. I cannot wait for the second part. Oh, and you guys, I have to tell you.
Second part. Oh, what is she gonna say now? Second part. I didn't hear about that. I didn't see it yet. Girl. Put up or shut up.
Funny thing that happened. So we did end up going to Riverwind Casino, which is like personally my favorite casino in Oklahoma that I've been to. And I don't know what it was, but I got recognized that night at least 5 different times. Like
5? I think you're aiming a little too high with your lies already, girly pop.
I don't know. We did go on a Saturday, so there's more people there. And usually in large populated places, I do get recognized quite a bit.
When is she gonna get into it? When is she gonna get into it?
This girl said something that I will never be able to forget. Do you guys ever have like this thing where someone like says something to you and something that like sticks in your brain forever? Well, it's kind of like that. So me and Tommy were just playing the slots. And then I get recognized by these 2 girls that actually work at the casino. They're like the people who go around and say cocktails. They're like literally models. I'm like, okay. And they're like, oh my God, I love you. I love you.
2 women, young women who could be models, are coming up to Amberylnn Reid and being like, I love you so much, in an Oklahoma casino.
Like literally asked for my autograph.
Enough with this. Enough with this.
There's this woman sitting next to Tommy who looks at me and goes, are you a TikToker? Like, how did they know you? Like, this was after the subscribers, hello, if you're watching, came up to me and wanted my autograph and they wanted pictures and stuff. So the woman goes, are you a TikToker? And I was like, yeah, like I'm on TikTok, I'm on YouTube and stuff like that. And she goes, oh, okay. I was looking at you and I was like, yeah, no one really dresses like that. I was like, what do those things like have in common with each other? Like I was literally so confused. And if you guys want to know, I was wearing the like purple maroon studded.
Stop. Oh my God. Get into the drama. This is miserable. Oh. Yeah, girl. A lot of people don't dress like that. Okay. Maybe that part was real.
Rhinestone mesh top with like a black dress. You guys have seen that outfit before. I had to wear it again because I love it. But I was just like, what does that mean? Is that like a compliment or?
No. Was not a compliment.
Like, I don't know. It's just like one of those things where I'm like, I should have asked her right then and there. Like, what did you mean by that?
Why are we talking about this? We're a quarter of a way through a video called Betrayed by Alexis Again, and this has to be illegal. And we're talking about some random bitch's reaction to your outfit. Oh my God.
So moving on to a completely different topic, and speaking of clothing, I have like some merch under construction.
Oh my God.
You guys can see down below that I have like merch that I did years and years ago, but it was kind of like low-key like a troll. I wasn't taking it seriously. I do like the simplicity of it because I do enjoy some simplistic merch, but I don't know how to make merch. I'm not good at it. I've never been taught, and
You're not good at anything.
I know that I can teach myself, but it's not really something that I've been fully interested in. But Tommy surprised me and made me some merch. Yes, she did. So why I say it's like under construction is because I actually wanted to have the merch physically myself. And that's something I didn't even do with the merch down below.
Oh my God. I'm about to start raging. She needs to shut the fuck up and get into it. Quit yapping. I want to talk about the drama. We're 7 minutes into this video. Wow.
Because I genuinely did not take it as serious. And so I wanted the merch physically, And so I do have a few things, and also why I say under construction is because I'm still trying to figure out like when do I want to like put these things up for sale, because this is like crazy. And I do want to show you like everything. I still have more stuff coming in the mail. I do have a few things though. So you guys know I say girly pop.
Is she gonna show it
all the time?
I'm fed up with you, girl. I am fed up with you today.
I say dainty, like Dainty Lynn, all of that. So
Dainty
Girly
Bush.
Pop. Here's just some wrapping paper. So merch, this isn't just gonna be a shirt. It's gonna be like different things that you can have. Dainty Girly Pop. I love wrapping paper, and this is just so adorable. And Tommy gave me a really good idea of just like wrapping a box and just like setting it on my bookshelf, because this is so my aesthetic. I really want to like start adding a little bit of pink, pop of color into my life, and I love pink. But this is just an example of how freaking adorable. Next thing is,
oh my god,
there will be candles. Yes, there will be. This is Dainty Girly Pop candle. Isn't that so adorable? So this is a safe.
So this is actually more than I was expecting her to show. Emily for sure is gonna get a cut of whatever proceeds this merch makes, and that's the only reason why she did this.
Lavender, and I'm telling you, it smells so freaking good.
I'm not gonna trust amberylnn Reid to scent my home. No thank you.
I am actually pretty shocked. Told myself that I was gonna get this merch, and if I genuinely did not like it and feel confident, I was not gonna tell you guys about these things. But I genuinely am up.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
And what's really important, because there are bigger people
Oh my god.
who are watching me, I really genuinely love that they carry bigger sizes. So this is a 5X, and I will show you guys like what it looks like on.
I cannot believe oh my god, we're getting to be halfway through this video talking about Betrayed. I'm about to boom dislike already. Preemptive dislike. Oh my god. This is so annoying, and it's so douchey to have this title, and the thumbnail that you chose for this video is also kind of wild, and then have the first half of it be like new merch. And I actually tried on it this time. I can't.
Yeah, but look, Dainty Girly Pop, isn't that so adorable? When
No.
things are more like serious and it's not like totally under construction, it's gonna be more professional, and I will gather everything. Like there's gonna be journals, and there's magnets and stickers and etc, etc. I'm also wearing another merch in a clip that I will be showing you in a second, just to kind of get an idea of how it fits. I actually slept in it, so there is like Twinkie fur, wasabi fur.
It's really hard to watch this raw. It's hard to watch this to raw dog amberylnn Reid's videos. Oh my god, this is agony.
We'll see in the clip. There is gonna be other merch that says Hecticana, which is actually the shirt that I'm wearing in the clip that you will see here in a minute. And just for size reference, I am wearing the 5X in that clip as well. So again, I keep saying it is under construction, because there is tons of different like sayings and merch I can make, and it's like all super adorable. Like I'm obsessed. And so if you guys are interested, please let me know. Send me an Instagram message, because like your girl cannot step foot in the comment section.
Okay. You live in the comment section. You are clocked in to the comment section. This is so annoying.
Gonna be happening over here. I'm just like genuinely so appreciative of Tommy, because like having like true merch is something that I've always wanted, but it's like I never took the initiative to actually do it.
That's crazy. The only way in her 11 years on YouTube that she's gonna have actual merch is because someone else did it for her. That's hectic.
True authentic merch instead of like just that silly stuff down there that's listed, but you guys can still get that stuff that's down there, of course. But this is like
She's hard for cash right now. She is hard for cash.
Real cutesy, like tangible. I have this in my hands and I cannot wait to show you guys like the journals and just like all the other stuff. So to be continued, folks, but that's just like just a little.
No one get this. No one get this. There's cuter girl world merch on like Etsy and stuff.
Just glance at some of the stuff. So next thing I want to talk about is I'm really in like my perfume era.
Amber, we're like halfway through this video. And I know that at the end it says updates, but like, my God, girl.
In my perfume era. Like, I love to smell good. I love my apartment to smell good.
No, you don't. I can't. You love perfume because it masks the musty smell of your,
And I know a lot of people like to say it's because I'm fat and I don't shower. Literally not how it works. If you spray perfume on poop, it's still gonna smell like poop.
Okay. No comment.
Maybe a little florally or a little fruity, and that doesn't smell good. I am a girly pop who is fat, but I am a fat girly pop that does shower and is clean. I've always just
insert that one clip of Destiny Karina Kaboom uses all the time where she's like, amberylnn did not shower.
really loved perfume, and so I got myself 2 new perfumes and I'm excited. We're gonna do a little like first smell.
Oh my
taste test, but girl, we are
God.
not eating perfume today or ever.
Okay.
We're gonna do a smell test, if you will. So I got the Vera Wang Princess.
Vera Wang? I thought it was Vera. Is it pronounced Vera? I have like a relative in my family whose name is Vera, and that's how it's pronounced. So that's how everyone in my family has always pronounced Vera Wang. Is it Vera? I feel like it's not.
Which I feel like years and years ago, maybe like a decade, I have smelled this before, but I do not remember. And yes, I went in blind and I literally bought these online without smelling them first.
You are so brave.
But I read a lot of reviews. All right, Vera Wang Princess. That does smell good. And the bottle's super cute, purple heart.
It is, but I so don't give a fuck right now. We're literally about to be halfway through this video.
Next one is, I got Daisy Dream by Marc Jacobs. Yes, I did, girls. So Marc Jacobs is very popular when it comes to perfume, and the bottle, like, stunning.
That's the big one. Big. Those are expensive.
Stunner. So let's see.
That was a lot.
Oh my God. That smells super clean. I don't know if you guys know this, which I'm sure a lot of you do, especially if you wear perfume. It always smells different like a minute after it's been on you. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is like the whole walnut situation.
Finally. Holy fuck. We're literally 15 seconds away from the halfway point of this video, and now she wants to talk shit. I can't. Like, girly pop, I know that you're strapped for cash right now, and I know that on top of being a feedie, you're also probably now Emily's sugar mommy, but, like, please be so fucking for real.
People say, like, that's just a troll, and I'm so glad that there are people who genuinely are like, okay, we believe that that is not amberylnn and Tommy, so thank you for that. But you guys, this isn't just a troll to me. This isn't just like a typical troll that I deal with constantly. I feel like this is more than that. Like, I truly feel so violated, and thankfully I'm pretty sure the account is like officially taken down by that website because Tommy contacted them. And you guys saw in my last video that they replied, they responded to it, and immediately looked into it and took care of it. And I'm so glad for that, because there are some websites out there that like literally don't care about you at all. But that website literally took the time, looked into it, and actually fixed the issue. So thank you very much. I just wish we could have gotten more information. I know that's probably like not legal.
Yeah, no, that's asking too much of the website. Um, them telling you that that account apparently never even sent anyone a DM, that's more than I personally would have expected a website to share, saying that this is a real email correspondence from this website. Um, you know, it's like, is saying, yeah, this account has never DM'd anybody, is that information alone harmless? No. But websites where you have to like create accounts and stuff, it is very serious. You have to take very seriously the privacy of your users. And especially for like a fetish website that is now like enwrapped in this scandal, like they need to have their user information on lock. Yeah, they're not going to say anything. And most websites wouldn't give out any kind of information like that, period, unless they're talking to the law. So the fact that they said that to you, if that was a real email, that's like way more than you should personally expect. I'm so pissed off already that she's just getting into it and it's halfway through. Her talking about, like, this is bigger than the usual troll. Yeah, you're right. Because the subject matter around you right now is heavier. Literally. Because any drama that's been involved with amberylnn reid in the past, not that there hasn't been serious drama, like with everything with Casey, and, you know, the darker allegations that have come out about amberylnn. So not to say that all of the drama in amberlynn's life on YouTube has been like lighthearted and like silly and fun, but that's been the majority of it. The majority of the drama has been her being kind of a shitty person that just serves as so much nearly anecdotal evidence to back up the few things we know that aren't really that few, but lesser things we know that are like way more serious. And now that, sorry, I hear someone moving in my house. Now that we're dealing with a fucking person who fed someone to death, pretty much, like, yeah, obviously, like, the conversation is going to be a little more serious than usual. And, girl, it's so annoying, the rhetoric that she is spewing from her pie hole about, like, rumors and blah, 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 because you haven't done anything to actually disprove it, other than being like, literally no. Like, we're not just going to take your word for it. And people probably wouldn't take your word for it even if your word was good. But, I mean, you have so ruined any trust that your audience would have in you, like, years and years and years ago. So, for whatever reason that she's, like, surprised that we don't believe her just because she's been like, no. She said that she had receipts to back up the fact that, Emily wasn't a feeder and that whatever Emily and Colleen were doing was just for money. And even though she never showed us that, and according to Colleen while she was still alive, that was not true. Even if that was true, kind of crazy how this person that's allegedly impersonating them is, you know, coming at this feeder content for money. There was a Cash App username that got leaked. Sorry. There's a Cash App username that got leaked. And by the time that I saw it, I went to request money on Cash App from this username that allegedly belonged to Emily. It was like walnut, blah, 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 like a few numbers. I went to request money and be like, for emotional damages. But the user doesn't exist anymore. So I don't know if that was true or not, but I mean, there is an indefinite financial aspect to everything going on with like Walnut. And so much of what has come out of that website has been from feeders who have said, we were scammed. We paid for X, Y, and Z content of amberylnn or amberylnn and Emily, and we didn't get it. So far, the only thing that we've really seen, and the thing that most people have seen, is the crumble cookie video. So it's easy for her to be like, it was Erica, or now she's probably going to say that it was Alexis because she's pissed at her. But she's really conveniently leaving out all of the feeders who are coming out of the woodworks to air their grievances with Emily and amberylnn. But because that is not being spread around the community as much, because it is hearsay, she is probably just not going to mention it. But what do I have to say about that? What do you have to say about the feeders who say that they were scammed out of money when they paid for, like, a video of you struggling to get in Emily's truck? And a screenshot of a correspondence talking about the health state of amberylnn Reid's legs and how the feeder wanting to purchase content felt about that. We can have that conversation.
I think companies can just be like, yeah, so this profile is actually ran by so and so and so, which I
No, they can't. That would be illegal. And for some websites, that would be illegal.
understand why they couldn't do that, but at the same time, it's like when something as serious as this is happening, I feel like I do have like the right to know who is doing this, because
Violating my rights. I feel violated, and my rights have been violated.
what do
You know, all the people on these websites have the right to privacy. What about that right?
out fake sexual things of me. I heard that there's like screenshots floating around, and like someone is like making voices that sound like me in like a sexual manner. I have not seen any of this.
I did. I think I mentioned that voice recording in a different video. I personally, when I saw it, there was no footage to go along with it. It was a black screen and just audio. Girl, it sounded like you. I don't know what to tell you. You have a pretty recognizable voice and a pretty recognizable inflection in the way that you speak, and girl, it sounded like you.
I have only heard about it because people are contacting me, of course. Normally when something like this happens, I get a lot of people in my DMs that are very, very kind to me. But for some reason, with this situation, I have gotten so many DMs where people are like, ew, amberylnn, you are so gross. I can't believe you would do that. That is disgusting. And I'm just like, ugh, like this troll.
For some reason, it's because the shit is twisted. Like, even if whatever she's saying ends up being true, her and Emily were being impersonated, this shit that they're impersonating you doing is dark and twisted and fucked up. So yeah, people are a little more pissed than they would be about, like, you eating a whole rotisserie chicken. The stakes are higher, mama. That's what happens. If you want the drama to be bigger and juicier, you're gonna have a bigger reaction. Yes, I said big.
As you guys want to call it, even though I feel like it's bigger than that to me. Like, this person is ultimately ruining my reputation, because that's not.
Girl, your reputation was ruined long before Emily slid into your TikTok DMs. Your reputation has been ruined for so long. Emily is just helping you crash and burn right now.
And that's like not okay. And it's like crazy to me that people actually believe that's me. Like, it's just so.
Is it? Is it crazy? From what I've seen, pretty believable. Other than text correspondence, and the few like screenshots in the audio that I've mentioned, I've seen a photograph where the more sensitive parts were censored, but it was a picture of a woman amberlynn's size with similar hair length and thickness and texture to amberylnn, rubbing the cookie on her nookie. So for her being like, I don't know why anyone would believe all of this. It's because you are not truthful. No one is going to take your word for anything, no matter how mundane and inconsequential. And you allegedly haven't seen any of this. Yeah, you have. Yeah, you have. If this is going around about anybody and it wasn't true, you're going to tell me that you're not going to look at it. I can't.
Absurd. And I'm sure I could
Absurd.
get police involved and stuff like that.
Police. Police. How would that happen, amberylnn? How'd you get the police involved?
I feel like it might have to come down to that if it continues.
Oh my god, please. Oh my god, please. Oh my god, that one stream after the BBJ rescue where Foodie Beauty was like, give me back my cat, bitch. And then she like ended the stream to call the police. And then she came back on live like 10 minutes later and was like, they said they can't do anything. Please. Can we get something like that? That would slay.
Because as of right now, January 7th, I have not heard anything new. So that's a good thing. But I'm telling you, like, if you're watching this, the person who is doing this, like, it is illegal what you're doing. And I will get the law.
How is it illegal? Impersonating someone in and of itself isn't really, like, illegal. I don't really know. Because she's probably trying to make an argument about defamation, which is not true. Not at all. Impersonation, I feel like impersonating someone, period, is not going to be illegal. There needs to be something nefarious that they're impersonating someone for. And not just to scam feeders out of like a few $100s. You know? Illegal. I'm going to get the law involved.
If you continue to do so. And then there's like a conspiracy of like, is Walnut the same person who like leaked my cookie crumble? And honestly, I don't have the answer for that. I do find it very strange that like these things happened at the same time though. So next thing I want to talk about is like the whole Alexis thing. I truly feel like a fool. I'm not gonna lie to you, I do. I am very much the type of person that literally like no matter what you do to me, I will forgive you. Within time, you will be forgiven by me. That is
not true. Not true. I think that amberylnn is very good at setting aside her differences with someone if it can benefit her in some way. I think that is more accurate.
just how I am. I don't know. I'm a pushover. I let people walk all over me.
Girl, don't let anyone push you over. You're not going to be able to get back up.
I don't know what it is. I don't have respect for myself. Like,
oh, I mean, that's true for sure. For sure, that's true. Just not in the way that you mean it.
maybe I do know what it is. I'm literally listing it all off. But
like maybe you would know what it is if you went to therapy.
I wish I was able to not be like that. I think it's like once I love
Oh, guess what? You can be not like that. Go to therapy and work on it.
someone, whether it's like romantically or in a friendship way or it's family, there's almost like no turning back for me. It's very like unconditional. So like when Alexis did her whole thing that she did, we don't need to dive into that. I did end up forgiving.
No, let's dive into it. Let's get messy.
And I hung out with her. From my point of view, I had a good time. We vibed well, and I hung out with her girlfriend as well, and we also vibed and had a good time, and like they vibed well with Tommy, and like, yeah, maybe the first time it was a little awkward. It's gonna be. But I forgave Alexis, and I told her, and I was very honest with her, that like she hurt me, like what she did was wrong, and she agreed. And she apologized to both me and Tommy. But I was very, very open with the fact that like things probably aren't gonna be the same. By that I mean like before all that happened, me and Alexis were on the phone like for hours and hours, like every single day. Like she was the person that I went to, and I was the person that she went to. And I knew it wasn't gonna be like that anymore because she ultimately like absolutely betrayed my trust, and she knew that. So when I filmed that 4-part Q&A series just recently that you guys watched, All of that was filmed in one day. I filmed it on December 29th, and I made sure to put that in the description so you guys knew.
Okay, before she gets into it, I want to talk about what she said about things are going to be different, blah, blah, blah. And I said that to Alexis. Yeah, Alexis knows that. I think that Alexis's problem with the level of communication that was going on that ultimately made her, make that more recent video with the voice notes and everything is there's a difference between things changing, not being as close as you were before, not, talking as often as you used to, and this and that, and just completely ignoring them. Ignoring a few texts because you have a really busy week. When does Amber ever have a busy week? I don't know. But if you have a really busy week, you just don't have the time to text them back. At the end of the week, you'd be like, oh my God, girly, I'm so sorry. Like, I missed you. I was just like so busy. Let's catch up. Let's kiki. And to whatever level you're comfortable with after that level of betrayal, because like, yeah, that was crazy. But like, it's one thing to have the dynamic of your friendship change. It's another thing to completely like throw Alexis to the side after if you feel confident that she's not going to go against you. Because that's what I personally feel like happened. I feel like amberylnn maintained the friendship in a way that Alexis was okay with and was happy with until she felt like, okay, Alexis and me, we're good. And now I don't have to put any more effort into getting her back on my good side. I don't have to put any more effort into making sure she doesn't do this again. So now I'm just over it. And that's not how it works. That's not how it works. I know that the community is hard on Alexis, and not for no good reason, for sure. It's not cool knowing the things that she knows about amberylnn and what amberylnn has done to other people and still choosing to be her friend. What I will say is the name of my channel is Chat BPD for a reason, and that is because I have diagnosed borderline personality disorder. So the fact that that's so much of a talking point with amberylnn really bothers me, and that is why I started doing this. I think that amberylnn got her BPD from Alexis, and I do think that Alexis actually has BPD. I can see in Alexis BPD behaviors and BPD symptoms, but I also see someone who's working to try and minimize that as much as possible. And I will say a lot of people have had a friend similar to amberylnn or a friendship dynamic similar to amberylnn and can relate to how easy it is to get roped back into their like web or whatever. As someone with BPD who has had a very similar friendship with someone who started saying that they think they have BPD because of my diagnosis and similarities between us, I think that amberylnn manipulated Alexis way more than we could ever imagine. And not cool to befriend amberylnn and then befriend her again, knowing everything that Alexis knows about amberylnn. But I also think that amberylnn knows even more about Alexis. And I think that she is not nice to Alexis. I think that if we got a lot more of like a behind the scenes look at what that friendship was like, I don't know. I feel like it would be kind of disturbing. That's my personal opinion. That's pure speculation. Just based off of somebody who has the diagnosis that Alexis is saying that she has and has had a friendship that appears to be similar to what they have had. So, not that I'm Alexis's biggest fan on earth, but unfortunately I am kind of an Alexis defender. I can't help it. I'm an Alexis defender.
I did change my shirt because who wants to like sit there and watch me do 4 videos in the same outfit? Like, I know I wouldn't want that. So during that Q&A series, I mentioned in it that no, Alexis is not the one who did the cookie crumble, and
she's gonna blame it on Alexis now. She's gonna blame it on Alexis now.
People asked if I resented her, and I said no, and I was saying how Alexis is in like her happy healing era and that she's very understanding and patient and kind with the fact that like things aren't how they used to be. But I said those things and scheduled those videos before Alexis went into Jordy's chat and was saying things that genuinely hurt my feelings.
It's because it was Jordy's chat. It's because Alexis fucks with Jordy, and Jordy fucks with Alexis. I think Jordy's kind of an Alexis defender. I think that Jordy knows... I feel like, in Girl World, there's a lot of morality policing. I feel like whenever someone comes out with tea about amberylnn, people want to talk about the morals of that person, like, well, this and this about Erica, and this about Brittany, and this about Alexis and their characters. Who cares? I don't care. I don't care if Erica's a good person. I don't care if Brittany's a good person. I don't really care if Alexis is a good person either. I want the tea. And is that kind of shitty? Yeah, but I think it's shittier. And just derails the conversation completely. And so I think that Jordy is of a similar mindset, and I think he treats Alexis very fairly. And I think that bothers amberylnn because she does not treat Alexis fairly.
Saying that I could have leaked the video, saying that she only met me for the plot, and kind of betraying me again. I truly never thought that she would do that again. So obviously when I saw that she did that, because people were messaging me and they were like, Alexis is doing it again. And I was like, doing what? Like, I was literally so confused. I thought people were lying. So I asked for a screenshot, like, show me proof. Oh, and girl, they supplied. Like, my heart dropped to the floor.
So everything that Alexis said in Jordy's chat that night, I mean, like, if I was amberylnn, would I be thrilled with her? No. Everything that she said in Jordy's chat that night was, like, not super crazy. Her being like, I don't know, amberylnn probably leaked it. Okay, yeah, that was kind of shitty. It was funny, but from amberlynn's point of view, that was shitty. But, I mean, nothing else that she said that night was, like, really that serious from what I remember.
Like, damn. So obviously, I contacted Alexis and I asked her, like, why would you do this? And we just communicated back and forth on Snapchat via, like, voice messages or whatever. And from what I got out of it, she said that she didn't feel like I was an active friend in her life because I didn't communicate with her as often as she wanted me to. And that's just, it's hard for me to wrap my brain around, because it's like,
I feel like what Alexis was communicating in those voice notes was not about how often amberylnn was communicating with her. It was about what she was communicating with her about, or what she wasn't. I don't think that Alexis is, like, expecting y'all to text every day, but I think the fact that you started putting Alexis's name in your titles and then, like, forgot her birthday and shit, but then, like, confronted her something, like, the next day or whatever. I think those are the things that bothered her. I don't think how often you guys are talking bothered her. Because Alexis has said before in Jordy's chat a little while ago before this, like, yeah, we don't really talk, but, like, we're good. And everyone's like, okay, cool. And that was it. So I don't think it's about how often you're not talking to Alexis. I think it's the things that you are and aren't saying to Alexis that bothers her.
I understand that her and I do not communicate as much as we used to. Like, again, it was daily. But I personally did not feel comfortable communicating with her daily. And I think I have every right after, like, what she put me through. I truly believe that you can have friends that you talk to once a week or every other week. I don't think that you need to talk to your friends every single day. Like, I have friends that I only talk to, like, once a week, and we...
Who? It's annoying because, like, on the surface, that's true, and I think that everybody can agree with that, but, like, that's not what we're talking about, girly.
Strong relationship and a strong bond, especially once you're adults. Like, people get busy. But that's what I took out of what Alexis was saying, was genuinely just like, I did this because I don't want people to think that I leaked the video, and you aren't even like an active friend in my life, even though I genuinely thought I was. I just wasn't speaking to her enough. I felt like you should respect your friends regardless of how often you speak. Like, I would have never.
Maybe you should respect your friend. Maybe after everything that Alexis did, you making the decision to accept her as a friend again, maybe you should have kept your respect in mind. You didn't have to. I mean, Alexis said in her voice notes, you didn't have to keep being friends. You could have squashed the beef and then just let it go, move on with your lives, and just let it go. But y'all decided to stay friends again, but then you didn't do that. I think that if you said, hey, you know, girl, that was a lot for me, I can't do this, I think Alexis would have been like, period, that was a lot, don't blame you. And I don't think that she would have really, like, come out about anything. The only reason that Alexis came out with shit is because amberylnn was like, yeah, let's be friends again, and then didn't live up to that promise.
Here and said anything bad about Alexis. I just wouldn't have. I don't do that to my friends. I don't do that to the people I care about in my life.
Yes, you do.
And I'm still not going to do that. Again,
yes, you will.
Just more drama and more fires that I have to put out that I literally am just going to leave for some.
It's kind of crazy that a lot of what bothers amberylnn about things that are going on in her interpersonal life are so centered around what the public opinion will be, whereas Alexis did not care about the public opinion at all and was not really gonna get involved with that again until the dynamic behind closed doors bothered her. It's really interesting that anytime amberylnn is airing out a grievance with someone in her life, it is through the lens of, what is Reaction Channel's going to say about this? What are people going to think when they watch this?
To put out, because I genuinely just, like, don't want to be a part of it. So after I expressed myself to Alexis and pretty much told her exactly what I just told you guys, that, like, she was still a friend to me, like, I still loved her and cared about her, just because we didn't talk every single day.
It really didn't sound like it. Those voice notes were bitchy.
Doesn't mean that I didn't love and care about her, etc., etc. She got really angry with me and she ended up screen recording our whole conversation. I feel like I have no privacy when it comes to that woman. So it's like the distance I was...
That woman. I don't like the vibes of people being like, that woman. Don't have the language to say why it bothers me, but it's an ick for me. It's an ick for me, especially coming from another woman.
In between her and I makes sense. Like, subconsciously, I was like, girl, keep your distance. And it's almost as if, like, my gut and my body and my heart and my soul, like, knew this was gonna happen again, which is...
Did you hear something in the background of her video, or is that me? It's kind of crazy. There's something going on in her apartment building right now.
Really sad. So I ended up blocking her because I only want good people in my life. I don't believe...
So when are you blocking Emily?
That, like, anyone is perfect. Like, we aren't robots. People will make mistakes. But, like, genuinely, like, what she has...
But that's only okay for you. It's annoying because everything that she is describing about what was going on with Alexis on paper is true, but she's twisting so many little details and everything to make this into a situation that can be relatable for the average viewer. When you go back and remember what's really going on with Alexis, not super relatable.
Done to me. And
when I say that, I mean like everything about like the YouTube involvement in their friendship. I was just saying that their dynamic is relatable to me, but like the subject matter that they're dealing with, not relatable.
The way that she reacted to like my hurt feelings towards her being in Jordy's chat, like just makes me feel like she doesn't care about how I feel as like a human, like on just like genuine human to human. It doesn't feel good after everything we've been through and me forgiving her and everything. Like it just sucks, genuinely. Like from my
She was acting like, and I've heard Jordy say this, I think, too, and probably someone else. She's acting like, well, I forgave you, and that's all you should want from me. I, amberylnn Reid, have bestowed you with my forgiveness and friendship again. Why do you want anything else? Ew.
And I just want to move past all of this and be like, okay, she was a person that was in my life at one point and she's simply just not anymore. Everyone deserves friends that respects you even when you aren't around.
I agree. Alexis, good job.
Even when you aren't looking. You deserve friends that will respect you regardless of how often you speak or anything like that. Literally, it hasn't even been 4 hours since I filmed this, and there's already an update. I'm literally in the middle of editing this, and all I can say is, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Alexis has since leaked our conversation. I genuinely don't understand the point. You are not a good friend to someone when...
This is so... That's so funny. That she recorded all of that before Alexis's video came out. That's good. That's good. I love that. Oh my god. That's so good.
You have disagreements, you have to go onto the internet to bash them. Knowing the type of response.
Why is just sharing the conversation that you guys had and then being like, I don't really want to give my thoughts about it. I want to hear what y'all have to say about this. How is that bashing? It's not cool. It's shady. Backstabbing, betraying, but it's not, what did she just say? I'm like so over her. I don't know.
Your friend or ex-friend will receive. I personally want no part in this, so I'm going to finish editing this video. I'm going to schedule it. And I'm never going to speak about her again. Anyways.
Period.
Enough of me rambling.
So, what do we think Alexis has to do for amberylnn to talk about her again? Because I think that Alexis, if she doesn't do anything else now, I think if that was it, and we don't hear from Alexis again, yeah, amberlynn's never going to talk about her again. But if Alexis keeps doing this kind of stuff and keeps saying whatever she has to say about amberylnn, what do we think that she has to do to get amberylnn to pop off on her again?
Thing, your girl did start semaglutide, and Tommy was actually the one who gave me my first shot.
I'm having a certain image in my head of how that went down. Blech.
I'll show you that clip here. Okay, guys, so my tripod's like lost.
Oh, wait, I just realized something. So everything that she was just saying about Alexis, she was saying it through the eyes of someone who doesn't realize that we saw it too. Interesting. So whatever she said about Alexis before on camera, she was saying it thinking that we were never going to see what actually happened. That's interesting. I just don't have the time or the energy to psychoanalyze that because I've been yapping for like way too long. How long have I been going? Okay, let's hurry it up.
Means I have to find it. So, perfect timing. My semaglutide got here today. So, Tommy is going to give me my first shot. I'm nervous.
Okay. Is that shirt kind of cute? Kind of. She looks really big, guys. She looks really big. I'm not even gonna make a joke about it. Like, she's really big right now.
I get the nervous jitters prior to this. every single time, but that's okay. All right, you guys don't get to see my tum-tum because that would be embarrassing. So it's 50 units. Let me choose my spot.
Oh my god. She looks so big. Y'all. This is just sad now. Now I'm just sad.
Oh, man. Why do I get so much anxiety with this? I hate needles, you guys.
Because you're quirky.
Oh, to the 5, right?
Yeah.
Pinch the fat.
Well, that's if you don't have like a lot.
Baby.
Okay, we'll pinch it. 5 seconds.
Oh, I don't think you have to convince Emily to pinch your fat.
Want me to hold it in?
Ew, hated that. I was so grateful that she helped me with that because I'm telling you, I cannot stick a needle inside of me.
That's lame as fuck. I also have a phobia of needles, and I do it once a week. I just got over it. And do I kind of have a panic attack every time? For sure. If it goes like a little bit in the wrong spot, do I have kind of a breakdown afterwards? Yeah, but I'm a grown-up, so I just do it.
Yesterday was actually my first day, and it was just like perfect timing because it arrived that day, and I was like this, my fingers were crossed. I was like, please arrive, because I really needed help with the shot and I didn't want to have to like bug my mom. So this semaglutide actually is mixed with B12. When I did semaglutide before, it was mixed with like sodium something or other, and I noticed that I feel differently taking this semaglutide.
It's been 1 dose. She just said it's been 1 dose, right? It's been 1 dose. I feel differently taking this one. It's been 1. You took the first shot the day before this, apparently.
Because last time, I'm telling you, nauseous, diarrhea, did not feel
Girl,
good.
you took
I'm
1
super
shot.
tired.
I can't.
This time I've had 0 symptoms or
It's been 24 hours.
effects. Sometimes I say symptoms and people are like, amberylnn, it's side effects. So far I have had 0. So I guess that's a good thing. I have not noticed any appetite suppressant. Usually I feel that like on the second day, but we'll see how it goes and it keeps going, and I'll definitely keep you guys updated on that. And there will be like a separate like weigh-in video. I'm not just gonna throw in a weigh-in right here. I kind of just want to have that be like a whole separate like video talking about my weight, or maybe I can put it in a vlog. I'm not really sure, but I'm just really excited to be back on semaglutide, and I genuinely hope that it works for me. But like the fact that it already feels different this time, because like the first 2 times, like I did feel things with it, like on the second day, it was like nausea, this and that. And it's like, I have felt nothing. It's as if I didn't even take it. That worries me, of course.
Oh my god. This bitch.
It's really only been 2 days, so I need to like slow my roll and be like,
Yeah. Please. Slow your roll, because you're too big. The velocity will never stop. Sorry.
and give it some time. But anyways, I have rambled way long enough. This video is 45 minutes long. That is Hecticana. I'm gonna go. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Oh my god. That was excruciating. That was excruciating. I can't even share any afterthoughts or whatever, because I've also been yapping for way too long and I also have to go, but y'all, like, making reactions and stuff is fun and everything, but dealing with her by myself, this is hard. This is hard. She's insufferable. I can't. I have to go. Bye.